Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I'm so excited because yesterday I did a Valentine's Day look using the Natasha Denona Love palette. And it got me thinking, like, I want to use that palette a lot more this month since it is the month of love. And with the collection I have, I don't use what I should all the time, And I don't get much use out of stuff. But I started thinking, well, what other palettes came out for Valentine's Day, right? Well, Too Faced came out with Major Love this year, which I've already did a review on. That was a good palette. But they did Be My Lover, I think it was last year. And I did notice this was for sale on Too Faced a couple weeks ago. I didn't check for today, though. I should have, but I didn't. But this is the little palette here, Be My Lover. And this is the front of it. Right there. Okay? These palettes are pretty basic. They are what they are. However, they're very sturdy. It is cute packaging. The formula is good. And they're great to travel with. And you can create different looks out of them. So today I'm actually using my Sigma brushes. I'm going to get some use out of them. And we're going to create this look on this eye using this palette. Now, I didn't have any issues with the palette, as you'll see, but some of the shades are very light. The first shade I'm going to go into is You Are Cute. And we're just going to start with this shade. It's like a peachy shade. But I've really been in the, Valentine's Day aesthetic. Probably because it's pink. I mean, there's red too. Pink, red, white. Look at this. My daughter did my nails. Is that not pretty? She painted them pink and then she had like this glitter that had, well, it's more like confetti, I guess, that had like red and pink and white, and then she topped it with a coat. But she did it, and it turned out pretty good, I will say. But, I mean, I do like this palette as far as that goes. But I don't reach for it. And I don't travel, so obviously that's not that big of a deal for me that it is good to travel with, because I don't travel. I really don't leave the house, honestly, unless I absolutely have to. But you can barely see that this color is going on. It's very light. But it is light in the palette, so, I mean, it is showing like it is in the palette, so I can't really fault it for that. It's just a light shade. But it is a nice blending shade, I suppose, or starting shade or whatever. Alright, the next shade I'm going to go into is Crazy for You. Now this one is a little darker, so we will see this one a little better. But like I said, these are all really nice shades. So are you guys in the Valentine's Day mood? Or Galentine? What is it for guys? Do they have one? Guyatine? I mean, guys gotta be into Valentine's Day somewhere. My fiance is. I think some guys are, some guys aren't. But I would say, honestly, he's more into it than I am, to be honest. But like I said, I'm just not that lovey-dovey type of person. I just never was. And again, probably because of the way I was raised. I didn't see, my parents were not showing that stuff in front of me, which isn't a bad thing. But then sometimes I'm wondering if it is, because like it's just not me. Sometimes I'm like, am I dysfunctional when it comes to love? I could be. You never know. So you can definitely see this shade. This is a great transition crease shade right here. For my skin tone anyway. I don't know if this palette would be good for deeper skin tones. If you know you have a deeper skin tone, let everybody know. But the palette's not that dark, really. I mean, there is a couple shades that go pretty dark, but for the most part, they're not. Alright, then we're going to take that pop of pink that they have to throw in every palette. True Love, because, you know, you got to have pink for Valentine's Day look, right? So they say. And I'm just going to put that on the lower lash line. And smudge it out. I have got glitter everywhere, y'all. This shirt, it is so pretty. Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's just really pretty. But, man, does the glitter go everywhere. So I started using my Sigma brushes now, which I've used them pretty often anyway. But, like I said, I'm going through my tools. So I'm keeping my Jacqueline and Morphe brushes, but I think I'm going to get rid of the rest of the Morphe brushes, to be honest, that I have. And I have a lot. But I don't know, like, should I keep them and, like, put them away? Because, I mean, you go through brushes, you know, right? I mean, I haven't had to, but I mean, I'm assuming, like, brushes don't last forever, you know? They could last for a good time, a long time, but not forever. The next shade I'm going to go into is XOXO. And I'm just going to put this on the end here. Just going to tap it on. This can be built up. This darker shade here can be. So do go in, you know, patting it slowly till you get it to where you want it. But I have been enjoying my Sigma brushes again. I mean, there's some brushes that, like, I know I like, no doubt. I don't even have to think about it, you know? But I'm also realizing that I don't need them all, though. Like, I have some Sigma brushes I don't ever touch, so why keep them? The ones I do use, by all means, you know, I feel like I should keep. But the ones I don't, I just feel like somebody else could get a better use out of them, you know? And that's my plan for it all. Is for someone else to, you know, use them instead of just letting them sit there and go to waste, in a sense. Alright. I'm trying also to get, like, faster at doing my looks. That way I can eventually get to where I can do both eyes on camera. Then I stand a better chance at, like, getting them even. But for now, I have to do it like this so I don't waste everybody's time. Because I also don't want to edit. I want you to see exactly how, you know, it comes together. Or how I get it to, you know, somewhat come together. Because when other people do it, like, you don't know how long they spent blending something if you're trying to recreate something. Or if they're trying to make a palette work, like, they could be there for hours blending, and that's not something we all have time to do, you know? Alright. Uh-oh. Just put that in the wrong color. Alright. Then I'm going to use the color. What is that shade? Let's see. Hey Sugar. And I'm not going to get it wet, but we're going to pat it on the lid. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of these shades would be great wet, but I guess I could pat them on the lid and then get them wet after you see how it goes on, you know, dry. It wouldn't hurt then to get it wet. But if you see glitter on my face, it's not fallout from these shades. I experienced no fallout at all. Okay. Then I took the shade Be Mine. You know, I do understand putting the names of these shadows. Well, no. I mean, there is room to stamp it on this. But putting them on the back is a pain in the butt in a sense, because I'm having to flip it each time, which isn't that big of a deal, but it does kind of make a lot of noise too. But I'm putting that shade right there on my inner corner. It's like a white shade, I suppose. Creamy, white, glittery shade. Oh no. Alright. And I'm patting it in there, along with the glitter from my shirt. I mean, if you went downstairs, okay, my kitchen floor is wood. And it's a darker color wood, I guess. Not cherry, maybe like a walnut color. And I kid you not, you can see everywhere I've been because glitter just falls off this shirt. Like, you can't see it, but it's driving me insane. And like, I don't know what to do to stop it. Like, I want the glitter on here because it makes it so pretty, but at the same time, it's like, oh my goodness, when's it gonna stop? Apparently it's not. Alright. Then what I done was I took, which probably isn't what I should have done, but I did do this, okay? I took this little thing, and I know that it's made for like a pot liner type of thing, but I've never been one to use stuff because I don't know what I'm doing anyway, but it's called Hot Stuff is the shade. And what I done was I just dipped my brush, this brush in it, like the tip of it, and I kind of just like ran it along the lower lash line. Because I would have used an angle brush, but I couldn't find my Sigma angle brush. And I really, really wanted to stick with just Sigma brushes. Doing this look. I don't know why, but it's just like when I'm doing a look, like I want to, and I'm set on like a certain way of doing it or something, or a thought, like I can't change it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I know if I'm going to go in using brushes that I know I have to mix and match, I'm okay. Like, I'm aware of it. But when I go in saying I'm going to use all one brush, it's like I'm using all one brush one way or the other. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to go back into that pink shade. Let me shut it, which was called True Love. And we're going to blend that out. Because I still want to see that pink shade a little bit, you know? But this shade is pretty. It's like a glittery, oh, it's almost black, but it's more purple, really. And it does, and it's got like little glitters in it. I bet if I did wet it, the brush, it would be a pretty liner that way too. Now I'm just going to push it on the top lash line. The best that I can. Again, not a professional here. Just an everyday consumer. Trying to figure out ways of using stuff, you know? But I think that's the fun part. And then because I'm not a professional, like if you have this stuff, you can definitely try it yourself. Although, if you use stuff, you know, it probably would be easier if you actually use the stuff the way it's supposed to be used. Like, I do think this brush would be really good in a gel liner. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. I'm using this kind of brush anyway with this shadow. But if I had an angled brush, a small angled brush, I think it would have came out better too. But, I mean, I'm only, you know, I only wanted to work with what I had. But anyway, I think it turned out okay, you know? I do think that. I think it turned out okay. It just drives me crazy that my both eyes are so different. I can't even explain it, to be honest with you, but anyway. Alright, let's curl the lashes. Where's my eyelash curler? That way we can finish it up. And if you have this palette, maybe it'll remind you to pull it out and go ahead and use it. You know? I'm trying to think of other past palettes that came out for Valentine's that can inspire. I have to really go through my collection. I can't really think of them. I think Too Faced has another one even that I have that did come out. I just can't think of it right now. I have to go through my collection and look. Ooh, about to poke my eyeball out. I think I got too much primer. That's okay. Alright. And then I use, this was the Lancome, whatever, CLS Booster. Nothing new there. Then I'm going to use the Lash Idol by Lancome also for the top. Bottom is the Deficils like always. For lipstick, I used Natasha Denona Liquid Lip in Louise. How cool is that, too? I mean, come on. Then I put in the middle, I Need a Nude Amorosa. And then for the lip gloss, I was going to use the peach, but I just didn't feel like it went. So I ended up using Fenty Fuzzy to get this lip combo, and I really like it. I like it. So I think it looks good with the eye too, so that's a plus for me. And what else did I use today? Anything else really fun? Oh yes, actually, for my cheeks, I used something I haven't even used, Zoeva. Did you know that they're not sold at Ulta anymore? I did not know that. I went and looked, and they're not. So then I looked online, and I think it was Beauty Bay that had it still. But they weren't, there was no, I mean, there was like 2 eyeshadow palettes maybe for sale. I don't know what happened to the rest of them, but like, that was a good eyeshadow brand from what I heard. Never tried it. I have all the shadows down there I'm getting ready to play with, but I heard that Zoeva was a good brand. But I had purchased something through Ulta when it was being sold there, the Basic Moment, and it was this here. This is what it looks like. Has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter, and that's what I used on my cheeks today, and I really like it. I like the colors. I think it went very well for my complexion. I don't know whether it had a darker complexion or not at the time, but I really enjoyed using that today. So let's go ahead and put the mascara on the top lashes. Like, in all honesty, I'm having a lot of fun filming again. Just because it's making me go through my collection and see what I have. And see what is good. And what I want to keep and everything. But yet what I want to get rid of. I also noticed that I had some palettes from BH Cosmetics. And I did try one of them. Not this year's, not 2000, it would have been 2000 Christmas, that Christmas palette that they launched in 2000. I didn't buy this year's Christmas palette from them. However, I really enjoyed the 2000. So, and everybody raved on it too then. But I also purchased, was it the Candy Shop or something? Something like that. And I purchased some of them, but forgot about having it, so I never even used them. And I do want to, just to see if it's the same quality or not. And then I seen that Glamlight's coming out with a Valentine's Day, I guess a collection. I know they're coming out with an eyeshadow palette. So I'm assuming that it's going to be more than just that. But even if it's not, but I am going to grab it because I do have some sort of obsession with them. But I think it's because I know it's good, so therefore that's why I use them, and I know I'm not getting rid of them. But I know I gotta start going through stuff to see what I am going to get rid of. And part of me, I don't know, like, I feel like I don't have to get rid of it, and I know that, but at the same time, if I'm not going to use it, so to me, it looks like Zoeva is not being sold anywhere, so it's like, do I really, should I keep those palettes, you know? Because do people have those older palettes or not, you know? Of course, I just heard that it's a good formula. I haven't tried it myself to know if it's a good formula for, like, beginners or not. Because let's not forget, I'm a beginner. I may be older, but I'm still a beginner. I just never cared. Well, I guess I did care when I was younger, like what I looked like and all that. But I just never put that much time into myself because, like, I was working and I was married and I had kids. And then now it's like I still work. Like, I still have kids at home even. Well, 2 are gone now, but I still have 2 at home. But, like, now it's like I really do believe the saying, a happy wife, happy life type of thing. If you're not happy, nobody around you is going to be happy type of thing. Because it's true. Like, I've noticed if I'm down, everybody around me is down. If I'm up and going, then everybody around me is up and going, you know? So I do think that we put out an energy. Everybody does. And I just want to start putting out a good energy, you know? For this year. It's been such a long 2 years for everyone that this year I just want it to be different, I guess, you know? I don't know how, but I feel like somehow we can do it. If we put out good energies, we can do it. Alright, so this is the final look that I came up with using the Be My Lover palette. Let me show it. I think it turned out pretty good. And again, I have this thing with matching my eyes to my clothes because I don't know. I just do. I don't know. I just feel like, why would I walk around with a blue eye if I'm wearing a pink shirt? I don't know. It's like it's got to make sense to me. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, let me know. Leave it down in the comments. Subscribe. Ring the bell. Hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload, which is very often now. Also, let me know if you can think of any Valentine's palettes. That way I can go through my collection and see. I don't think I have any ColourPop. Why no, I don't have any ColourPop Valentine's. I didn't get this Valentine's Day. I was going to, and then I wasn't. Then I was going to, and then it was sold out. So, apparently when it comes to that, you better be on it or you're not getting it. But let me know if you can think of any other Valentine's Day collections. By anybody, you know. And then if I have it, great. And if I don't, great. No big deal. But at least then it helps me decide, like, think about what I have, you know. That's all I got for you today. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. Okay. Stay safe and stay healthy, guys. Bye.